Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Payment of arrears have been resolved. Like I said, we're up to date. Currently, we pay in May. For those who had outstanding issues, they know why they have those issues, and then we contact them and then we resolve those issues. As for regular payments, I'm sure that all NAPCO trainees, say, we are the only organization that made them smile twice, and they were quite excited. And currently we've paid May, and the regions that got validated only Friday, this is the week that they get paid for their May allowance, and that brings us even. It means that there are no outstandings apart from the few who have issues with their payment, which is being resolved anyway. I believe that once we get the June payments done, because June is not ended yet.
Yes, this week.
Well, we pay in May. And once we get to June, then it means that all the questions about regular payments will be moot, because we'll no longer have such issues affecting the scheme.
Is it true that some people are receiving allowances who have not been posted?
Who have not been
posted? Is it possible? Because
no.
we hear all these things come up every day.
Well, that's what when I started this show today, I said the politics is the politics, and the reality feels different and looks different. And he say, at the moment, this is my 6th region. I've been doing monitoring around the country, and in fact, from after my interview, Mr. say, you won't be from module implementation partners, MIPs. Now the MIPs are the recipients or the agencies that receive NAPCO trainees. Some of these MIPs have huge numbers of NAPCO trainees. They can better speak to these issues probably in a more concrete way than just talking to the head of the organization who is leading the talent pool of 100,000, because they can tell you at the very micro level whatever is going on. There was a deba at the Ghana Revenue Authority on Friday.
Okay.
In fact, the words of the assistant commissioner who chaired was that for the first time in the history of SEPs, they have never seen anything like this. The Ghana Revenue Authority have over 6,000 NAPCO trainees.
Over 6,000.
Over 6,000. They have divided them into various organs of the Revenue Authority. The major organ that utilizes them is the Customs, Excise and Preventive. Now, you will find our NAPCO trainees if you go to Pagaboda. You'll find our NAPCO trainees if you go to the Customs headquarters. You'll find them at the Tema ports. You'll find them at the various outposts in the most challenging borders of our country. What does that mean? It means that this is a scheme that is delivering on the value and also actually delivering on the very essentials of what we all want as a country, because revenue mobilization has always been a major problem. And if you have all these young people that are making a contribution to increasing the revenue base, that is one organ. You think about the Ghana Revenue Authority and their domestic tax. Now, within the domestic, they have a lot of our youngsters working within the small tax offices. You have the medium tax offices, and all these people are being sent out, some of them on the taxpayer identification exercise that is going on in the campaigns, and sometimes actually to directly approach businesses being led by their superiors to raise to mobilize revenue for this country. The other component of that is those that we have placed with the assemblies who are dealing with the IGF and revenue mobilization within the assemblies. All these young people, these are the untold stories. For what Dr. Anyars says on air, for me, I think that it barely scratches the surface. What you would want is the very concrete contributions that are being made on the ground. If you were to talk directly to maybe people in the Ghana Education Service or school heads who have NAPCO trainees, or if you were to talk to Ghana Revenue Authority or the Customs, or if you were to speak to the assemblies, and the use they are putting our trainees to, you'll be amazed at the extent of the contribution. Until we're never in a position to sort of carelessly expend public funds on people. You heard about the gentleman who sent in the, I don't know if it men, but each one says, I have consistently done what? Put in my timesheet.
My timesheet.
Where would they get timesheets from? You have to go to your line manager to sign a timesheet to say that I have been coming to work. In fact, and to contradict them, a lot of people say, well, NAPCO app, which is now being finalized because of the offline issues that we had, which was meant to be another layer of accountability. And it is a very friendly, boss who will say that you've been coming to work, but you are not coming to work. If you clock in and we try to verify, if we do the validation and we went to the data, they will say, on this day that he said he came to work, he never clocked in, and there was no sign of him. Or even if he clocked in at a location that was not his workplace location.
Okay.
Because it's a location-based app. And all these things are put in place to make sure that, Chairman General, 850 million Ghana cedis of the taxpayer is a lot of money.
A lot.
I don't know, but those who manage funds, if they were to tell you what 850 million could deliver for us as a people, so we can never be reckless.
That's over $150 million.
Well, that is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of, on a monthly basis, this is nearly 12 million US dollars that is actually being paid or invested into this. As far as making sure that the money is being paid to the right people, we have processes in place. And if you were to be earning wrongfully, well, you know that there is a day of reckoning, because you will have to account or refund these, and there are processes in place to make sure that we can retrieve these funds.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.